Why do liberals want to kill so many babies?
Liberals have less of a problem with abortion than conservatives do because liberals tend to view their morality through a non-religious lens.
So basically you're saying that they're Satanists. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you do not miss a single episode of our show. Well, I would like to start off with thanking my very first guest, Winston James. Winston, please tell my audience a bit about yourself and your background.
I'm a professor of philosophy, published many papers.
This is your host, Lexi Makepeace, here to interrupt the show. Despite being a soldier for Satan, this man you see here committed an even worse crime, and that is he was a boring interview. But I wanted to prove to you that I was willing to sit down with a baby murder monger and go toe-to-toe with him, so let's dive right in with a quick summary, shall we? My first question was, so I heard that you write liberal academic porn about murdering babies. And then he says, no, I don't. And then I say, who cares? Because I wouldn't read that trash anyway. Then I ask him, hey, why do you think it's okay to murder babies? And then he tries to get technical with me and says, I only want to murder fetuses. Fetuses are just really tiny babies, duh. So I won that argument. Okay, this is where it starts to get good because he starts about how doctors have no choice but to murder babies half the time, and that leads us to a light bulb moment right here. Okay, so you know how we live in a society where, it's become quite fashionable and even preferable to want to trade in your penis for a vagina?
We do?
Yeah. Anyway, to answer your question, I would use Elon Musk to essentially create the tech to build an artificial womb, right? Then I would use the power of social media to make it cool to want to give away your unwanted fetus to be grown in this artificial womb. Very similar concept to the way that social media has essentially made it cool to want to chop off your penis. Snip, snip. Same exact thing, right? But I would use social media to make it cool to want to give away your unwanted fetus to be grown in the Elon Musk artificial womb. Then I would change the laws so that people have no choice but to give away their unwanted fetus to be grown in the Musk womb. But honestly, by then, I really believe that the idea around it would be considered lit.
This is a fantasy you're having. Not to mention the untold moral problems that, if your fantasy were to come to reality, would be unleashed on society.
This is not a fantasy. It's not. Because you know what? I'll tell you this. There's a lot of people that are currently watching this, very, very good, great Americans, actually, who greatly, greatly admire a certain man. And this man, he once said that I have a dream.
No? Look, I know this is your show, but this conversation is not, I just don't think it's going to a place that I am particularly comfortable with. And it's, in fact, I think maybe that I should just be done and go.
Okay, Winston, let me ask you this. Why do liberals want to kill so many babies?
Liberals have less of a problem with abortion than conservatives do because liberals tend to view their morality through a non-religious lens.
Okay. So basically you're saying that they're Satanists.
What?
Honestly, that checks out to me.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Winston, thank you so much for your time today.
Are a lot of people going to see this? I am not sure my colleagues would approve.
Winston, I'm sorry, but I can't worry about offending your snowflake Satanist friends in academia. But honestly, thank you so much for today. It's been very insightful. Thanks for joining us.
I am so woke that tomorrow I'm going to dye my hair blue. And then I'm going to do my pubes. And then I'm going to name Greg. And Greg, he's going to have teeth. And if the government tries to get all up in my Greg is gonna chomp down. And I'm talking like lock jaw chomping until the government's gets chewed off. How about that?
You know, not knowing what gender you are, that tracks with being woke.